Hello, and welcome to another edition of Dan's All Drinks Considered. I'm Dan, and as you can see, this is a drink. So, of course, we have one of the big brands featured this week, Coca-Cola. I believe the first time we've actually featured a mainline Coca-Cola product on the show. We have had a Sprite, which is made by Coke, and probably something else along the line as well. But anyway, I couldn't pass this one up. This is, of course, Coca-Cola Starlight, the first limited edition in the Coca-Cola Creations range. Pepsi, of course, has had a few limited edition flavors, as well as bringing back a few past flavors for a limited time. They had the reissue of Crystal Pepsi and Pepsi Blue, for instance. But this is the first time Coca-Cola has gotten into this kind of thing. And this is a little tricky to find. I don't know if it's popular, or if it's really in that short supply, or if they just haven't shipped that much to my area yet. I assume it comes in other probably regular size bottles and things, but all I could find was a 10-pack of these 7.5 ounce cans. And I've also intentionally not looked into what the Starlight flavor actually is. It's apparently supposed to be kind of a mystery thing, and well, I wanted to go in legitimately completely blind on this particular test. So, we'll take a quick look at the can, which has kind of a nice design to it, kind of a nice color gradation to suggest deep space, with, of course, stars in the background. Starlight Limited Edition, there's the Creations range. The only clue, if you could call it that, to the actual taste is space flavored. Alright. Recycle Me on the side. There's a QR code that I don't know what that links to. I haven't scanned it yet. Nutrition facts, serving size. Oop, there we go. Serving size, 1 can. You can get a good look at it there. 90 calories for this can size. It is a high fructose corn syrup rather than cane sugar or beet sugar. Which is actually maybe a bit surprising. I would have thought they would have sprung for the cane sugar, or again, at least quote-unquote real sugar, the beet sugar that Pepsi, I believe, uses. But I'm comparing it to Pepsi. Coca-Cola, of course, other than Mexican Coke, which you can get in this area fairly easily. They tend not to use the cane sugar for their domestic US products. So, as always, we'll go through the usual tests, the visual test, the smell test, and the all-important taste test for Coca-Cola Starlight, and see if we can figure out what space flavor actually entails. That's not quite the color I was expecting, honestly. It's, huh. I don't know. I don't know if it's really coming through on camera, but visually in person, it has a little bit of a. It looks like Coca-Cola, but it has kind of a pinkish hue, a rosy glow, if you will, to it. A little bit more red than I was expecting. Is that on the ingredient list? I don't see a caramel color. I don't see a red dye. Well, I guess fruit and vegetable juice for color. I guess that would fall into it. Natural flavors, apparently. Whatever natural flavor it is. I'll go ahead and pour. I may be able to fit this whole thing in the tasting glass, or at least most of it. There we go. So yeah, again, I'm not sure it's coming through on camera, but there is this kind of pinkish coloration to it. Smell? Smells like Coke. There is something else there. Maybe slightly vanilla, with maybe a little bit of cinnamon mixed in. Yeah, it's a little hard to pin down exactly what that extra thing or things is or are. But there is something extra in addition to the Coke flavor. At least as far as the smell goes. We'll try the taste now. Finally get this out of the way. Yeah. I get cinnamon. I think there's cinnamon in it. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just other flavors interacting with one another, but I think there's cinnamon in there. Maybe some vanilla. It's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely think that I'm getting vanilla. Especially on the aftertaste. I don't know if I'm correct there, but that's my impression. Let me check online. I have my laptop here. Let me see what people are saying it tastes like to them. So from the official press release, additional notes reminiscent of stargazing around a campfire, as well as a cooling sensation that evokes the feeling of a cold journey into space. That doesn't help at all. Let's see. The takeout says it tastes like one big marketing ploy. They're probably not wrong there. Some say cotton candy, it looks like. Maybe. Not as much as, well, a lot of people are saying cotton candy. I don't really get that as much as I got cotton candy from, what was it, one of those seasonal Mountain Dews. Even Pepsi Blue, I thought, had a little bit of a cotton candy taste. Yeah, I'm getting more vanilla-y, cinnamon. Someone says sugar cookies, red pop, and chocolate. Raspberry mint, somebody says. Another cotton candy. Pixie Sticks milkshake. I should mention, of course, I'm drinking the regular version of Starlight. There is a zero sugar version as well. At one point, there was a strawberry Coke in the Asian market that somebody compares it to. Like Coke mixed with Dr. Pepper. You know, honestly, I could kind of see that one. Vanilla and cinnamon are definitely, I think, in the Dr. Pepper flavor profile, and yeah, I could kind of see that that connection. McDonald's high C orange mixed into it, somebody says. I know exactly what that tastes like. I don't agree in this case, but yeah, I drank a lot of that as a kid. Yeah, so it seems like the jury's out. There doesn't seem to be a real firm consensus as to what the flavor is. Maybe Coke will reveal it officially at some point before the promotion's over. Tastes like a marketing ploy. I like that one, and yeah, that's probably the most accurate I've found. It does taste good. It's not bad at all. Again, I personally, between the big two brands, I tend to lean towards Pepsi, but Coke is fine. And this is perfectly fine as well. Yeah, check it out if you're interested, I'd say. And maybe that 10-pack of little cans like this is a good size to check it out with. Anyway, this is a long episode, so I'll cut it off here. Long but interesting and timely. I got this as soon as I was able to. So, anyway, we'll stop there for now. But many more weeks, many more drinks. We will see you again soon.